So happy to have you flowing at home, flowing in place here with Noah Tribe. My name is McKensie. This is my living room. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. So to get started, let's go ahead and find a Supta Baddha Konasana. So heels come to touch, knees come wide. One hand comes to your belly, one hand comes to your heart. Finding a slight opening in those hips. Why not always feel extra tight first thing in the morning? And just sinking into your breath. Letting your hand placement identify the rise and falls of that breath, infusing life into your body. Breathing through any areas of tightness, any areas of discomfort. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. I chose to start this class with this song this morning just because it reminds me of being out and about in New Orleans and being in the French Quarter, and I hope that is our reality soon enough. Staying present within the four corners of your mat. Keeping your mind here unless you're drifting off to the French Quarter. That works too. That will be allowed. And today on your mat, maybe go ahead and set your intention from this pose. So if you want your intention to be today, something I love doing is dedicating your practice to someone. It can always be yourself that you dedicate your practice to, but just making sure that all of the love and energy and positive vibes that you create here on the mat today, that those are being directed towards another human, and therefore elevating that spirituality and that energy, that gift of energy within ourselves by also spreading it with others. Go ahead and reach your palms over your head, your feet long, giving a nice big good morning stretch, greeting the day. Fingertips reach long, heels reach long. Beautiful. Grab your right knee into your chest. We'll get started slowly this morning. Bringing your right knee to your right armpit. Finding a couple of knee circles. One direction. And then knee circles the opposite direction. And hugging that right knee in close to the body. Finding a half happy baby, grabbing the outside of your right foot, bringing your right knee down into your right armpit. Opening up that hip, keeping your left leg running long down your mat. Squeeze that right knee in again and then take it across your body for a supine spinal twist. Gaze comes to the right. Knee is coming to the left side of your mat. Maybe cactusing that right arm. Bringing a little twist into the spine. Knee comes back through center and then go ahead and switch out those legs. Left knee comes into your chest. Same thing as the opposite side. Find knee circles one direction. And then knee circles the opposite direction. Maybe pausing in any area of that circular motion that you feel the tightness, that you need a little extra love, a little extra stretch. And then squeezing that left knee in tight again. Really feel that pull up through your left hamstring where it connects to your left glute. And finding a half happy baby on the left side, grabbing the outside of your left foot, pulling that left knee down towards your armpit. opening up your hip. Just for a moment here, then squeeze that knee back in. We'll find a spinal twist on the opposite side. Left knee comes across to the right side of your mat. Your gaze comes to the left, cactusing of the left arm. Bringing your right hand on top of your left knee, helping to push it down towards the ground, finding that extra stretch through the hip and through the back. Good. Both knees come back through center. Hug both knees into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. Squeezing everything in. Giving yourself a big breath of gratitude here. And then start to rock and roll the length of your spine, massaging out that spine. I don't know about y'all, but it takes me a lot more moving and grooving to get ready when I do yoga first thing in the morning. I am stiff as a board when I wake up. Finding that rock and roll the length of the spine and then cross at the ankles, coming to sit on your shins. So tops of the feet are untucked, pressing into the mat, sitting back on your heels. We're going to find a breath of joy mixed with a cat-cow variation. So stay with me. So for our breath of joy, we inhale, we come up onto our knees, spreading our arms wide, expanding across our heart and greeting the day. On your exhale, you sink back into your heels, giving yourself a hug and hugging into yourself. Next, inhale, rise up. Woo! Breathe the day. Keep those tops of your feet planted firmly into the ground. And then give yourself a big hug coming into yourself. All right, like I promised, we're going to add in those cat-cows. So inhale, expand. Exhale, sink into yourself. Inhale, find tabletop pose. Exhale, terrified cat. Curl the spine, gaze comes back towards the belly. Inhale, stargazing cow. Belly drops, gaze rises. Exhale, sink back into your breath of joy. Inhale, rise up. Hands spread, gaze comes high. Exhale, hug into yourself, sink back down. Inhale, find tabletop pose, shoulders stacked over your wrists. Exhale, terrified cat, curl the spine, gaze comes back towards your belly. Inhale for stargazing cow. Exhale, sink back on your heels, hug into yourself. Inhale, rise up on your knees, breath of joy, expand that heart. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, tabletop pose. Exhale, terrified cat. Inhale, stargazing cow. Exhale, sink back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. So move like you, if you know the sequence, following your breath. Inhale, breath of joy, rise up. Maybe give a little sparkle in those fingertips. Exhale, sink down into yourself, give yourself a hug. Roll forward on an inhale into your tabletop. Exhale, terrified cat, curl the spine. Inhale, stargazing cow, gaze comes up, belly drops. Exhale, sink back down on your heels, hugging into yourself. One more time, biggest expansion yet. Revealing yourself, peeling away the layers. Exhale, sink down in, give yourself a big hug. Roll forward into a tabletop on an inhale. Exhale, terrified cat. Inhale, stargazing cow. Beautiful. Starting to move like you through these cat-cows now. Lubricating the spine. Lubricating the hips and the shoulders. Start to get warmed up, maybe dipping into one hip and then the other, just finding that positioning that feels good to you, relieving any areas of tightness in the body this early in the morning. Okay. Finding a neutral tabletop position. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Gaze follows it. Exhale, thread the needle, come down. Finding dynamic movement, we'll do that 2 more times, finding the twist through the spine. Gaze comes up. Thread the needle. There for just a moment, reaching that arm back up to the sky. Threading the needle, and then we'll pause here for a moment. Bend into your right elbow so that your fist comes towards your left armpit. And then reaching your left hand to cup over your right fist. By pressing your hand into your fist, you should be able to then press that elbow deeper into the mat for your gaze to come up towards the left elbow, finding that nice spinal twist here. Release out of that. Left arm comes long. Right arm reaches up to the sky once again. Plane it right back down. Let's find a neutralizing cat-cow. Inhale for your stargazing cow. Exhale, terrified cat. Moving on to the opposite side. Inhale that left arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Take it through. Inhale, take it high. Gaze follows. Exhale, thread the needle. One more time. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, thread the needle. Coming down onto your left cheek. You'll be able to see my instruction a little bit better on this side. So coming up onto your left elbow, your left hand is coming towards your right armpit. And then reaching that right hand, making a fist with the left hand, and then cupping it with the right. So you have this just nice line that you've made with both forearms. And the more that you press down with that top arm, the more you can rotate up. Gaze is coming towards the right elbow. Finding that nice little spinal twist here. Release down. Press your right arm into the mat. Left arm comes high once again. Then plant it back down onto the mat. One more neutralizing cat-cow here. Inhale, stargazing cow. Exhale, push the mat away. We'll hold our cat here for 2 breaths, really contracting the core, firing it up. Pulling your upper ribs towards your belly button. For 1 more breath in, 1 more breath out. Let it go. Awesome. Tuck your toes, hips go high, find your downward facing dog. Pedal it out, release that tension in your calves. Let your head drop. Your chest is reaching towards your thighs, pedaling out your feet. Your index fingers are at 12 o'clock. Fingertips are spread wide, pressing into all 10 finger pads. Let's lift our right foot, tucking it behind our left calf. I like to sometimes, between my big toe and my second toe of my right foot, wrap it around your left heel and kind of use it as this claw, let's say, to put pressure on that left heel to sink it down towards the mat. Good, switching it out, planting your right foot into the mat. Left foot either tucks behind your right calf or finding that claw between your big toe and the second toe, pressing it down around your heel. Good. Staying with your breath, staying within the 4 corners of your mat. Bringing your feet back to plant. Inhale, roll forward into your high plank. Pausing here. Finding energy and power in this high plank. Your quads are pulling off of your kneecaps. Your heels are pressing towards the back wall. You're igniting every muscle in your body. I know it's a lot to ask if you've only been up for 15 minutes. Press the mat away. Squeeze your shoulder blades in the middle of your back. Good. Holding here for 1 more breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. Find child's pose. Knees comes wide. Sink your hips down towards your heels. Fingertips reach long. Good. Rubbing your forehead back and forth on the mat. Coming to terms with, yes, you chose to do this yoga class. You are here. And you're going to make the most out of it. Sucking every benefit, every piece of energy, every piece of love. You're bringing it into your body and reverberating it out into the world. Good. Hips come forward, chest come back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Take that dog for a walk, finding ragdoll pose at the top. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands, swaying back and forth. Feeling that stretch through the back of the hamstrings. And then let the crown of the head go. Finding a figure 8 motion in your hips. Keep that movement, that fluidity going through the body. Good. Clasping your hands behind your back. Punch your palms together and reach those arms up towards the sky to feel the stretch across the heart, across the chest. Nice flat back, crown of the head is forward. Bring a softness to your face, a softness behind the backs of the knees. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Crown of the head is forward, pull the pit of the belly in. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back, downward facing dog. Pedaling out your feet. Good. Rolling into your high plank. We're going to transition from side plank to side plank. And the way we're going to do that is by keeping our feet in relatively the same position and just dropping our heels off to the side. So our feet are not going to be stacked. They're going to be lined one in front of the other. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Your heels drop to the right. Left arm rises to the sky. Lift your hips up. Left arm plants. Come up on your toes. Let the heels drop to the left. Right arm rises up. Pulling your belly button through the back of your spine, lifting your hips. Top arm comes down. And we're just going to find that movement. So move like you here. Just rotating back and forth, finding that strong stability through your planted hand, pushing out of your shoulder. Good. And just transferring that weight back and forth, staying strong through the core. Beautiful, y'all. If that's any indication, we have some side planks coming today. Find your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, roll forward into your plank. We'll find a side plank on our right side. So heels drop to the right, right arm plants. This time, if you want to stack your feet, go ahead and do so. You can always drop that right knee for an assisted side plank. Holding here for one more breath. Lift those hips up high. Plant your left hand, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Right knee is reaching up towards the ceiling. Your heel is dropping towards your left glute. And circle your knee wide, finding a big knee circle which transfers through the hips. Find an opposite direction. Good. Inhale that leg up straight. Square the legs. Inhale, knee to nose, shift it forward. Inhale, take it high. Step it between your hands, low runner's lunge. Pausing here, we shift forward and back. Again, opening up through those hips. Rocking back and forth on your left toe, through your right foot. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky, twisted runner's lunge. Spread across the heart. Big inhale in, big exhale out. One more inhale, open even wider, find that twist. Exhale, top hand comes down. Crescent lunge, drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Finding length through your side bodies. Reach those fingertips even higher, and then start to reach back. Your hips reach forward as your chest reaches up and back. Pinkies are spiraling towards one another. Plant your hands down. Tuck your back toes. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Circle sweep your arms up to the sky. High prayer, gaze comes to your fingers. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Step back to downward facing dog, whichever way you want to get there. Good. Pausing here. Roll forward into your high plank. We're going to find our side plank on our left side now. Planting that left hand firm, stacking your feet this time, if that serves you. Always feeling the ability to drop that left knee if you need that assist. Lift up through the hips. One more inhale. One more exhale. Top hand comes down, downward facing dog. Left leg goes high to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Left knee reaching up towards the ceiling. Big knee circles, opening up that hip. And then the opposite direction. Square the hips, left leg goes high. Knee to nose, bring it through. Inhale, take that leg up high. Step it between your hands, low runner's lunge. Shifting forward and back on that right big toe ball mount. Good. On your next inhale, plant your right arm, left arm reaches high. Twisted runner's lunge, opening across your heart. The head of your right shoulder is kind of opening forward so that you're not putting pressure on the head of your shoulder. You're opening, your elbows rotating forward. One more big inhale to expand and twist even deeper. Exhale, top hand comes down. Crescent lunge, untuck your right knee. Untuck your right toes. Inhale your arms up. Sink your hips low or forward. Pressing through your your left heel rather. Hips shift forward even deeper. Reach your fingertips up high. And then up and back. Finding this crescent shape from your fingertips through your back, down your spine, out your right leg. Good. Plant your hands on an exhale. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Engage your belly. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise. Plant through your feet firmly. Stretch up through your hands. Release every vertebrae. Reach high, high. Exhale, hands come through heart center, forward fold. Step back into your downward facing dog. Good work, y'all. Pedaling it out here. Roll forward into your high plank. All right, this time the variation comes a little bit harder. We're amping up the difficulty for this move here. So we're finding our side plank, moving into our runner's lunge from a side plank. So planting into your right hand, feet stacked, coming into a side plank on the right side. Go ahead and split the feet. Left leg comes high, bend at the left knee, dropping it off by your right hand, twisted runner's lunge. If you didn't make it there, if those cues were a little confusing, just find your twisted runner's lunge with your right arm planted, left hand high. Twisting through the lower back, opening your right ribs, your right lungs up to the sky. Plant your hands, untuck your right toes, crescent lunge, inhale high. Exhale, half split, coming back on that left heel. Inhale, crescent lunge, finding dynamic movement here. Exhale, half splits, keeping your spine nice and long. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, half splits, one more time. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Finding a runner's lunge and then stepping through to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise. Circle sweep your arms up to the sky. Find a small back bend here. Exhale, hands come through heart, forward fold. Right leg steps back. Left leg meets it into a down dog. Roll forward into your plank. Lower all the way down, flat as a board. Finding a baby cobra here. Roll those shoulders down your back. Hands plant under the shoulders. Engage through the lower spine, chest to rise. Exhale, let it go. Tuck your toes, hips go up and high, downward facing dog. All right, roll forward into your plank. We have a side plank with our left hand planted. Stack those feet if that's where you are. Take whatever other modification you need. Hips come high. And then spread those legs. Left or right leg comes up high. Right knee into your chest, dropping it at the top of your mat. Inhale your right arm up to the sky, twisted runner's lunge. Sorry, the garbage trucks are apparently coming by right now. I hope y'all can't hear them. I just associate them with the worst smell ever. They kind of give me anxiety just because I think about the smell that comes along with them. All right, top hand comes to plank. Untuck your back toes. Crescent lunge. Inhale your arms up high. Again, finding dynamic movement here. Shifting back into a half splits. Spine stays long. Engaging the back of your right leg. Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Let's go one more time. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Shift forward through your runner's lunge. Tuck your back toes. Step your back leg forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Circle sweep your arms up high. Finding a back bend. Gaze comes up towards your fingertips. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Right leg or left leg steps back, downward facing dog. Roll forward into your high plank, lowering all the way down, flat as a board, core stays tight. Inhale for baby cobra again. Exhale, let it go. Inhale to pause. Exhale, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, y'all. Good, good, good. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Right knee to right elbow, shift forward. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, step it between your hands, runner's lunge. Left leg meets it at the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, right back down, forward fold. Inhale, left leg goes back. Right leg meets it, downward facing dog. Roll forward into high plank. This time, if you'd like, lowering halfway through chaturanga arms, elbows stay in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Span across the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale your left leg high. Left knee, left elbow, shift it forward. Hold it there. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale, right leg meets left, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, circle sweep your arms up high. Exhale, right back down, forward fold. Right leg steps back, left leg meets it, downward facing dog. Roll forward into your high plank. Lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale your right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Right knee to left elbow across your body. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Left leg meets it, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, circle sweep your arms up high. Exhale, right back down, forward fold. Left leg steps back, right leg meets it, downward facing dog. Roll forward through your high plank, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg goes high to the sky. Left knee to right elbow across the body. Pull that core in. Inhale, take it high. Step it between your hands. Right leg meets it at the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Circle sweep your arms up high. Exhale, sink your hips down low for chair pose. Woo! It is early for a woo. It's never too early, but it's early. Fingertips reach long. We're strong in our lower body. We're long in our upper body. Sink those hips down 2 inches lower. Flying chair, arms come behind you. Chair pose. Woo! Flying chair, arms come behind. Chair pose again. Woo, woo! Holding it here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hand. This time you can choose to jump back, but flow through that vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog whenever you're ready. Maybe coming to child's pose. Let's all take a drink of water together. Whew. All right. Cheers. I promise it's just water this early in the morning. All right. Keeping up the flow portion of our class here. Let's find that downward facing dog. We're going to keep that heat building for a few more rounds. So, downward facing dog is where we're meeting. Right leg goes high to the sky, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, take it high. Knee to nose, hold it here. Then step your right foot between your hands, rising up for high crescent lunge. So you're on the ball mound of your left foot, sinking those hips nice and low. Deep bend in the front knee, strong back leg. Pinkies are dialed towards one another. Clasp your hands behind your back. Punch your arms long, finding a back bend here. So actively squeezing the tops of your thighs towards one another to keep stability. You can always widen through the legs if you need. Gaze rises. Inhale your arms back up high. Plant your hands. Right leg steps back. Roll through your vinyasa, or always feel free to skip it and meet in downward facing dog. All right. From down dog, three-legged dog, left leg goes high. Knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, take that leg high. Knee to nose, hold it here. And then drop your left foot off in between your hands. Powering through your legs, rising up, crescent, warrior. So strong back leg, shine this right back of your kneecap up towards the ceiling. Sink deep into your left leg. Expand across the heart. And then clasp those hands behind your back, punching your palms towards one another, finding a back bend here. Sink deeper in your legs to rise through your chest. Inhale your arms up high. Exhale, plant your hands. Left leg steps back. Roll through a vinyasa, or meet us in that downward facing dog. Whew. All right. From your downward facing dog, right leg goes high to the sky. Right knee to right elbow, shift it forward. Inhale, take it high. Step it between your hands. Rising up, crescent warrior once again. Grabbing your hands behind your back, finding that back bend. And then we're going to shift into our warrior three. So stabilizing through your right leg, maybe dragging that left leg in. I have to shift back so my head doesn't hit the bar cart or our bar. So we're keeping this clasp behind our hands. If that doesn't serve you, you can always let go of the clasp and reach those fingertips back towards your left foot. Breathing in for 3, for 2, for 1. Finding dancer pose, still on that right leg, grabbing your left foot, your left arch of your foot with your left hand. Right arm reaches high. Tick-tock forward. Man, my balance is killer today. Anyone else with me? So kicking into your left hand as you reach your right arm forward. Here for one more inhale. One more exhale. Find warrior one. Plant that left leg at the back of your mat. Deep bend into the right knee. Hips are squaring towards the front of the mat. One more inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands. Step your right leg back. Roll through your vinyasa. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, hips go high, down dog. Whew. All right, inhale your left leg high to the sky. Left knee to left elbow, shift it forward. Inhale, take it high. Step it between your hands. Rising up, crescent warrior. I'm gonna scoop back preemptively again. All right. Clasping your hands behind your lower back. Find that back bend. And then slowly transitioning into warrior three. Chest is parallel with the earth. You're making a capital letter T with your body. Palms are still punching behind you. Otherwise, if you need to release that bind, if you fall out, it's all good. Get right back in. Finding dancer, bending into the right knee, catching your right ankle from the inside. Inhale your left arm high. Tick-tock your torso forward as you kick into your right hand. One more inhale. One more exhale. Find warrior one, stepping your right foot to the back of the mat. Deep bend into your left knee. Square your chest and your hips forward. Inhale your chest up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step that right leg back. Roll through your vinyasa. Good. I can feel y'all working with me out there. Thank you for rising and vibing with me. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, take it high. Step it between your hands, rising up, warrior two. Right leg forward. Right knee externally rotating over your right pinky toes. Good, straightening through the front leg. Triangle pose, tick-tock forward. And then down, gaze comes towards your left hand as you use the back of your right hand to spiral your chest open towards the ceiling. Planting firmly through your right heel, pulling your belly button through the back of your spine. Peaceful warrior takes you up and back. And then we'll find half moon. Gaze comes in front of your right foot. Hand plants maybe a foot diagonally of your right pinky toe. Punch your left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale your left arm high. Staying with your breath here. Big inhale. And a big exhale. We'll go for one more. Big inhale. Big exhale. Standing split. Both hands come down to the earth. Try to lift that left foot an inch higher. And then tucking your left knee behind your right ankle. Come to seated on the ground for a seated spinal twist. Y'all know this is my favorite part of class every time. Inhale your left arm up high, connecting your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Gaze comes to the back of your mat. Keeping your spine long, reaching out of your sits bones. With each exhale, you twist deeper, staying present here, staying engaged, staying a part of this practice that you committed yourself to do today. Find a counter twist, bring your hands to the left side of your mat. Your forehead can come down and touch the earth. Good. Bringing your knees through center, let's rock and roll on that spine until we come over our ankles. If you want to jump back through Vinyasa, go for it. Otherwise, cross at the ankles and we'll just step back, lowering through our Vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, final side here. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Knee to nose, shift forward, chest over hands. Inhale, take it high. Step it between your hands, rise up, warrior two. Deep bend in that front knee. Knee is externally rotating over your pinky toes. Maybe lift your shoulders up in your ears and then release them down your back. Gazes over that front middle finger. Straighten through the front leg. Triangle pose, toss your torso forward and down, opening across the heart. Spiraling your left ribs up to the sky. Staying firm with that left arm into the left shin. Gazes at the right hand, engaging the core. Staying with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Peaceful warrior, bend into the front knee. Left arm comes up and over the head. Finding half moon once again. Hand plants to the outside of your left pinky toe. Planting firmly through that left foot as you punch your right heel towards the back of the mat. Maybe gaze rises towards your right hand. If you're there, or if you just want to try it, go for it. You're in the comfort of your own home. You have the ability to try things and fail, or try things and succeed. Top hand comes down, find your half split. Point your right toe, reach it 2 inches higher. One more breath in. On your exhale, right knee on the outside of your left ankle. Woo! Inhale your right arm high. Connect that elbow on the outside of your left knee. Reaching out of your sits bones. Inhale to reach long. Exhale to twist deeper. Finding one more inhale. One more exhale. Finding a counter twist. Hands come to the opposite side of the mat. Forehead maybe meets the earth. And then staying here on the ground. We made it. Finding boat pose. My other favorite. I honestly love core. I hope someone out there loves core as much as I do. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I feel it's like the only muscles in my body that are always doing their job. They're never really in pain. They're sore. But they don't really get hurt, knock on wood. You can build them up, work them out real good. All right, so we're staying in our boat pose. I'm just talking to y'all to make the time go by. Grab the backs of your legs, roll your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale as you expand for a low boat. Exhale, rise up, high boat. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, high boat. Inhale, low boat. Stay here. Click those heels together. for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, high boat, stay here. Sorry, that's an exhale. Inhale, low boat, crisscross those feet for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, high boat, good work. Inhale, low boat. Let's hold it here for the count of 4. Squeeze everything in. Engage that core for 2, for 1. Bring it down. Good work. Rock out your hips. Reach your arms out long. Of course, we are not done with core here. Let's find some bicycle twists. So bring your bend at the knees. Bringing your knees stacked right on top of your hips. Your hands come behind your lower or your upper neck. Reach your left leg long. Meet your left elbow towards your right knee. And we're holding here for 3, 2, 1. Twist. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Switch. The more you press that elbow into the knee and the knee back into the elbow, you are turning on that core and firing it up. Switch it up. For 3, 2, 1. Let's do 4 more. For 3, 2, 1. For 3, 2, 1. Switch. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch. And then 8 quicker. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Yes, that is the feeling you want. Woo, let your hip, bring your soles of your feet down to the earth and then let your knees rock side to side. Good work, yogis. All right. Planting those feet firmly on the ground. We'll find a couple of back bends, a couple of heart openers, starting first with our bridge pose to make sure you can raise the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Feet are parallel, pressing your hands into the mat. On your next inhale, lift your hips up. Knees are tracking towards one another. Hamstrings are firing, glutes are firing. Pressing those palms into the mat. One more inhale. One more exhale. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Feet come wide, knees knot together. Pressing your knees together as you press your lower back into the mat. Good. Finding your breath, let your heart rate come down for just a moment. Bring your feet back through center. When you're ready, make sure you can raise those fingertips again on your heels. And then pressing through your heels, lift those hips up high. This time we'll clasp our hands behind our lower back. Roll one shoulder under and then the other. Pressing your pinky sides of your hands into the mat. Finding that back bend through this self-assist. Getting higher and more expansive than you could before. Staying with your breath. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. And slowly unroll your shoulders. Slowly bringing your lower back down towards the mat. This time feet come wide. And knees windshield wiper. Back and forth. Our final heart opener that we'll find today is going to be our wheel pose. So if you're ready for it, if your back is warmed up enough, I invite you to meet me in wheel pose. Make sure your fingertips can raise your heels once again, and then you'll plant your hands up by your shoulders, fingertips facing your shoulder blades, pressing into your heels and your hands. On your next inhale, body rises off of the mat. Knees tracking towards one another. Chest is pressing towards the back of your mat. Your shins are reaching towards the front of your mat. Expanding across your heart, staying present with your breath. Let's go for 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bend at the elbows. Tuck your chin. Slowly come down. Woo. Feet come wide again. Let's windshield wiper those knees side to side slowly. Good work, yogis. Just slowly massaging out that lower back. Might feel good to bring your knees into your chest and roll it out that way. Whew, that just woke up my back like none other. It's like, wait a second. We were just sleeping not long ago. Why are we doing this? It'll all be good though. It's good to shock the body every once in a while. Let's find happy baby. Heels come high to the sky. And then grabbing the outsides of your feet, bringing your knees down towards your armpits. Maybe stretching into one leg, stretching into the other. Finding a rock side to side, just bringing those knees down towards your armpits. Good work, y'all. Reach your legs up high to the sky again. And then we'll come to a seated staff pose. So finding your sits bones here, moving any extra blessings out of the way. We'll tuck our left leg in, right leg reaches long. Arms reach up over your head, square your hips towards your extended leg, and then reaching long. Finding a forward fold, Janu Sirsasana over your right leg. Just enjoying your heart rate coming down here. Again, staying present, staying thankful, staying grateful. Stargazer pose, left hand spirals behind your left glute, coming up on your left knee as your hips rise, and your right hand comes behind your body, reaching behind you. Sink your hips back down. Let's switch out our legs. Left leg reaches long. Flex those toes back towards you. Square your hips over your extended leg as you reach your arms up high. And then folding over your left leg. Keeping your spine nice and long. Rising up, stargazer, right hand comes behind your right glute, left arm overhead, coming up on your right knee, hips come high. Finding your breath here, inhale, and exhale, sink your hips down low. Both legs extend out in front of you now. Reach your arms up high. Finding your final forward fold of clasp, fold over both extended legs. Coming inward to your body, finding thankfulness and gratitude here. When you're ready, slowly roll up. Reach your arms up to the sky, and then rolling down on your mat, vertebrae by vertebrae, into your final resting pose of Shavasana. If you're anything like me, you've probably heard me say it before. Shavasana is the one thing that I have just mistakenly kind of given up or overlooked during quarantine. Because it's such a time of uncertainty and I just feel like I'm never doing enough or accomplishing enough. The things I'm giving up are these extra moments of peace and solitude and introspection. When in reality, it's probably what I need most. So I invite you for the next 5 breaths. As much as you might want to be done with class and move on with your day, stay here for 5 breaths. And on your final breath, start to bring some movement into your toes, some movement into your fingertips. Following this movement or this music, bring some movement into your head and neck. Feeling alive, feeling invigorated. Roll through your favorite side and then meet me in a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat. Hands come to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat on this beautiful sunny Tuesday in New Orleans. The light in me sees, honors, and reflects the light in each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of our tribe. Namaste. Awesome yogis, thank you again so much for being here. Classes are donation-based, so if you have it in your means, in your heart, please consider making a donation via Venmo at NOLA Tribe Yoga, for PayPal, nolatribeyoga@gmail.com. Whatever, send us a DM if any of that is confusing. We will have Tribe Yard Yoga tomorrow night at Chop Yard, and also Thursday morning, 6:30 a.m. Sunrise Yoga, and Saturday pool party yoga at the Drifter at 10:30 a.m. Again, stay tuned. We are going to try to get out in person, hosting small group classes in the near future. So please stay tuned. We appreciate y'all like none other for sticking through us or with us through quarantine. Cheers and love. We'll see y'all soon.